What is up, YouTube? I'm back again with another review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Nylon M-1941 field pack. But before we get started, I want to just say that I am filming this video outside. I know it doesn't look like it, but it's actually like 64, 65 degrees right now. And this is completely unheard of for February 1st in South Dakota. So I'm going to take advantage of this nice weather and film outside. So without further ado, let's get to the pack itself. So this is made exactly like the normal M41 field packs, except it's nylon, or at least the main body is nylon. Of course, it still largely does use cotton canvas. I guess to start up at the top, you have a sewn strap for the shelter half or poncho. You got the flap with eyelets for the E-tool that would hang down here. You got the strap to secure the E-tool. You have the eyelets to hang the bayonet off the side, and then the loop that the bayonet would fit under. You do have two closure buckles, or straps with buckles, and nothing on this side. And then down below you have the O-rings for the knapsack or M41 lower pack, which was rarely used after World War II. And then you have the shoulder straps. Pretty basic. On each side you do have a loop that would be for a cargo strap. However, because on most of them the cargo straps are missing, I just use the Mitchell camo shelter half straps. I know you're technically not supposed to, or at least that's what one collector said. He's like, oh, you know, you really shouldn't be doing that. But the way I looked at it is, if a grunt did not have the cargo straps like this, what would they probably use? Is these. That's what my guess would be, or paracord or something like that. Unless if that guy wants to buy me some, then that's what I'm going to use. And then flipping it on the back, you get to see the rest of the shoulder straps. I do have loops here, and this would be the belt support strap. So on M1 carbine belts, they have a grommet in the back. That's what this is for. Pistol belts. Now you'll notice that these are different colors. I would consider this a transitional M41 nylon pack, which is pretty unheard of. I mean, nylon M41s are relatively common. They were only made in 1968, and I know some people think that they're rare. They're not rare, and they weren't experimental. But they're definitely somewhat difficult to find. But this one has OD3 straps, which in my book would make that transitional. There was a guy on Facebook trying to say that it wasn't. He was saying that transitional is only specific to World War II items only. I guess if you want to say that, go ahead, but then how do you explain this? Waiting for a term, you know. So in my book, this is transitional. I don't think transitional should only be cut down to World War II items, because obviously that's not true. I mean, look at this, you know. It does have a name written there. Can't really make it out though. It's like initials here. Has been repaired. And taking a look on the inside, it's very, very big. Well, it's bigger than the butt pack, I would say. But I just have a shipping box in there to help keep its shape once it's all closed up. Oh, and then I'll show you guys the stamp too. So I know I've had multiple people say that, well, these aren't the M41 field packs, they're the M41 haversacks. But there it is, Field Pack Combat MC. MC stands for Marine Corps, of course. And the DSA is 1968. And then right below the DSA number, you can see the national or federal stock number. And then just a random lot number. But these all were only made in 1968, so if you ever come across one that doesn't have a date stamp, that's the year. I suppose I'll do a comparison to a normal M41 field pack. So here's a side-by-side. This one, I am utilizing the E-tool hanger. I'm not utilizing the bayonet hanger with its loop. See, it's the same kind of construction. On this one, I'm using the shelter half strap as a poncho strap. But when it's not on a person, it is very floppy, or when it's not filled. It does have a single cargo strap left over. This is what they would look like. I'm just missing one for this side. And there's the belt support strap. Shoulder straps. Aside from fading, there's nothing really wrong with this one. It is frayed a little bit there, but that's not a big deal. I think I only paid about $50 for both of these. I'll open it up, so I'm gonna have to set the camera down for this. After shipping, it was actually probably about $60. Which isn't bad, especially for a nylon one. That one was on an auction. Starting bid was $49.99, and I bought it. And I didn't have any other people trying to outbid me on this one. And then I think I just straight up bought this one. I didn't want to risk not getting it. It seemed like the cheapest one available. And here's its stamp. Right here, Field Pack Canvas Combat. It doesn't say haversack or haversack. I know people get triggered. Some people do, but hey, if that's what the stamp itself says, then I don't know what else you want me to call it. DSA is 1967, and there's the federal stock number. So this was contracted. Now, the DSA is just a contract here. It doesn't necessarily mean that it was made that year, however, it usually does. So this one was contracted just a year before that one was made. These things never saw combat, it should be noted that. So outside of a collector's piece, this is actually pretty useless to reenactors. There are no known photos of these in Vietnam. As far as I know, I haven't seen any. I don't think they ever saw any combat at all, and were just used for training, basically. The canvas ones stopped production, I want to say, after 1969. I've never seen any 70s dated ones. Don't quote me on that. And this one got replaced by the M1967 field combat pack that the Marines had, that would attach to the M67 suspenders. And I'm not talking about the butt pack. They had their own separate pack that looked kind of like this, except it looked more closer to the Arvin rucksack, where it had two exterior pockets and then a big hanger for the E-tool. But those ones are even harder to find than these ones. So anyways, guys, that is going to wrap up my review for the Nylon M-1941 field pack. Before I go, I do want to say I've never found any evidence to suggest that there was a nylon lower field pack. So I think that the nylon upper was the only one made, that they never had a nylon lower. But like I said, I've never seen anything, but I guess it's always, something's always possible that a prototype might exist, but I honestly don't think so. Anyways, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions, just go ahead and let me know. And as always, have a nice day.